Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy, She's back again. But today, I want to talk about the importance of play one side and play two side. In Tekken, of course, you'll be mainly playing on your preferred side. You get to choose, which is the unique camera system, so basically when you're online, you'll be able to choose on the left side, on the right side, and then that way you get to be at your own comfort. But the thing is, being at your own comfort online does not help for offline play or when you get grabbed and you get forced to the other side. Because then that way, it's not as easy for you to do what you want to do. You'll feel completely naked almost. You'll be absolutely sloppy online, and you'll notice this as quite often as well. If you play online and you verse a lot of Mishima players, a lot of Mishima players will let's see, a lot of Mishima players will be just wave dashing in your face type thing. They'll be in your face non-stop, just wave dashing or doing whatever. But then you'll notice something. As soon as you swap sides with them and they try to wave dash, they start to struggle. They can't wave dash. They can't do anything in your face. They're panicking, or they're walking back like this. Or you'll notice that as soon as they get on the other side, they'll come up and grab you instantly to swap back. So that way they can just continue playing on their side and then continue doing what they were doing. But why is the importance of both sides? Why do people do this? It's because people learn one side and they struggle with the other side. They just think that, okay, I'll play the one side, I'll never have to swap ever. But then online, they'll go for a combo, they'll accidentally jump over someone, and they'll go into full panic mode. You'll go into full panic mode. You're like, oh no, you won't remember how to do your combos. You will do them wrong. You always get confused, you get mixed up, especially if you're new. You get extremely mixed up and just confused all the hell. And then you're going to be at your strongest in that game. Then if your opponent's good enough and notices this, they will start taking advantage of that, swapping sides, forcing you to feel uncomfortable while they are just playing both sides like a madman. Because right now I'm personally still trying to practice and improve play two side to this level, of my play one side, because it's difficult playing on play two side. I prefer play two side, of course. I'm not warmed up at the moment, but I love wave dashing, electric, stuff like that, but going straight to play two side, it can be pretty difficult. But the importance of learning these sides is that it's better for you. It helps you learn the game, it helps you get better at the game, and it helps you learn all the mechanics as well. Because if you learn, if you know how to wave dash like this, then you can take that and then you can use that as a Korean backdash on side 2. Just look at that backdash. You can do crazy things like that. But that's with learning both sides, because you'll naturally take some things from one side and you put it to the other side, and that will transfer so much skill and stuff, and you want to start fresh on that side. And then when you learn the other side as well, so I'm just really swap. So now I'm on play two side, but now I'm practicing wave dashing. I'm practicing electrics, I'm practicing all that. And guess what? I'll learn all those advanced stuff on the other side, so when I go on this side, I can Korean backdash, and so on. But that's not the only reason you want to learn it. Yes, it's good to feel comfortable on both sides. It's important that you feel comfortable on both sides, because throwing people, you want to throw people. You don't want to just hit them with the same command for over and over. Because even a generic grab can catch someone off guard. It really can. Someone might not recognize the grab, someone might not be paying attention, or they might just suck at freaking grabs. So there's a lot of things you want to look out for, and there's a lot of things you need to fucking implement, of course. Because, especially with Mishimas, you'll notice that they're very one-sided, very linear. They'll just rush you on their side. You accidentally swap sides with them, they'll grab you and toss you back because they can't do anything on the other side. They haven't practiced. And that's a huge flaw, especially with other characters as well, because you'll just get so used to one side. As soon as you get grabbed on the other side, you have no idea what you want to do. I feel like I'm just repeating myself here, but it's true. You'll get so confused, you'll get so caught up, and especially if your opponent knows both sides, they're just pressuring you and they're just coming at you like a rocket. You're just gonna sit there, you're gonna have no idea what to do, you're just gonna hold back, and then just gonna try to grab. But no, you're just gonna get launched, you're just gonna get absolutely punished for that grab. Especially if you're panicking, and the first thing that comes to mind is, I need to get back to the other side. Because you definitely want to make sure you're comfortable. That way you can use that as an advantage against your opponent as well, if you feel it comes on both sides. And you feel like you can do moves better on both sides, or on a different side. And that way, depending on your character, depending on the match, depending on if you're a local or online, you can be like, okay, I'm gonna do this giant swing, boom, swap sides. Oh, it's easy input because I'm used to pressing those buttons to avoid dash or whatever. Boom, you grab them, toss them against the wall, easy, just like that. It's big. It's big knowing both sides, especially since a lot of moves can be inputted easier. Like I find electrics easier on side 2. I have no idea what it is. Maybe it's because on side 2 I prefer it to be very defensive, I guess. And that's another thing. Depending on what side you play, you might want to play different playstyles. So on play 2 side, because I can backdash quite a lot, I play very defensive because I can backdash quite a lot. I can sidestep, side walk. I can do a lot on play 2 side. So I'll take play 2 side, and then I'll just play very defensively. And as soon as my opponent, or as soon as I happen to swap sides, I feel more comfortable on player 1 side with my wave dashing. I'll just go straight in, and then I'll go straight in again, and then my opponent's like, why is he being so aggressive all of a sudden? And it's because the side is swapped. So I'm changing my mix-up, my style on the opponent by swapping sides with them. That also gives me another edge in the game as well, because my opponent might be absolutely demolishing me. I get swapped on the other side, but when I start playing more defensively on that side, he doesn't know what to do. He can't get past my block. Oh my god! So you might start resulting into throws, and then I might break the throws, and I might catch him out or something like that. Because any situation can kind of happen, especially when your opponent, because your opponent will be like, alright, I'll read on him. You might swap sides with him. You might toss him on the other side, or even if they break the throw, what is it? I don't know if I can put it here. But I know that there's a way to throw them break the throws, but you can just grab them, and even if they break the throw, it'll still swap sides. If you do the 2-4 throw, if you do this throw, if they break it, it'll still swap sides, which is good. Especially if your opponent, so if you're backed up to a wall, grab your opponent, boom, now they're at the wall. And that way, boom, you can start pressuring them like crazy. Because usually, if you're just stuck to one side, you're like, alright, I'm gonna stick at this wall. I'm gonna take this wall pressure. I'm gonna get my ass beat. But if you're playing properly and you're making sure that you can swap, they can grab them and swap. That way you can pressure them. That way you're out of that situation, and that way you can change your playstyle as well depending on the side. And that way you can start really getting an upper hand on your opponent. Just small things like that. Just the side you play on is a huge benefactor in this game. There's so many things, especially even when you're just ducking or well, let's say you launch someone, you corkscrew, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna jump. Oh, actually, you might be doing a tech trap. You might jump over him like this. Actually, let me do it again. Yeah, you might do something like a tech trap at the wall, jump over him, hit him, free hit. Let's say, if Kazuya had a normal hop kick, that's what I would do. I would jump over. Cause he got by time, right? He'll wake up with his back, and if you do have to wall, that'll be even better. So you can do tech traps like that. There's all you can do. But again, if you're someone that feels uncomfortable on that side, you won't even risk it. You won't think about that, because that side is a no-go zone for you, and that's bad. It's bad. You should be wanting to play both sides very aggressively as well, especially if you want to play offline or locals or friends, because you won't always win the what do you call it? Coin toss, rock paper scissors. You won't always win that. So your opponent will always, well, most of the time your opponent will get their side that they're more comfortable with, and most people are almost comfortable to play on one side. That's how everybody is, unless you play on stick and you specifically play Mishimas, then usually they'll play on play 2 side, and you might get lucky because those people, they find it easier to input or easier to play on play 2 side with stick with Mishimas. So those are the only times you'll get your side without any arguments or anything like that. But I played Tekken for about 1,000 hours now. I have, of course, unfortunately, been struggling on play 2 side. I've been put 800 hours on player 1 side, so now I'm trying to balance it out, try to even it out, try to get play 2 side going, so that way I can be aggressive on both sides. And I honestly do prefer play 2 side now, especially when I'm not playing a character that has any gimmicks. If I'm playing someone like Dragunov, for example, or maybe Lars. Someone that doesn't have like any stance or any sway, back sway or forward sway. It's really easy, really helpful, um, especially both sides. But I do prefer play two side, and that's another thing. Characters with sway, stuff like that. These inputs they're harder to do. Back forward circles, stuff like that, or back forward inputs will always get you confused. It can be a tough time. It just takes a lot of effort and time, especially as I said, if you're new, and then like. Especially like if you learn your character on one side, it's like yay, I did all. Show me a swap. So let's say you learn to do a combo on that side, but then you go to this side. It's like, especially if you're not used to it, you'll put in your misinput, and you won't. You'll feel very uncomfortable. You feel very, very, very uncomfortable, and you have no idea what to do. You'll be like, what am I going to do? It's absolutely a nightmare. I know I struggled with it when I first started. It was terrible, but after time and experience, and also taking the time to go and learn this other side. Like I didn't learn the side online. I just went to treasure battle on the other side, just did the same inputs over and over because I was playing a Mishima. Of course, I was just trying to practice that motion, and that motion has really helped out when I play two side, and it's really helped me overall, especially on characters like King that has his own wave dash as well. It's like a wave dash and then go into a throw, or going to mix up or optional, and so on. There's just so much things you can do. Then you can also buffer like instant wild standings as well, which I don't know if I'll be able to do one, but it's extremely difficult to do instant wild standing. Yeah, I won't be able to do it for sure. Yeah, instant wild standings can be very difficult, but that's another topic for a different video. But so I say try learning the other side. Try learning the other side. It's fun. It's a different change, and it'll also help you in the long run as well. And you might find it better to play on that side, and you might learn new play style for yourself. Keep yourself motivated and interested in the game. So